Previously on Are We There Yet?
A bit rough.
Press come to the back of the car.
Savannah, gotta be sober.
No, you have a problem. No.
Do it. Look how far we've got. It seems a little bit chilly on this one, lads. Oh. Right, where can we store these? I need to store these like now. Can we store these on the top? You fucking can as well. We can attach them on the top. We've got rubber rings to attach to the top, lads.
Whee!
Where is he?
Look out below!
Flare gun.
What the fuck happened?
I shot him with a flare gun.
I'm dead, but I can light a cigarette up. Yay!
Ah! Oh my god, there's a hammer. We have a hammer.
Did not have to cliff, right? I've only just come back. Please, think about
Content.
Ah!
Fuck him!
Fuck this shit!
What's down here? The ski ramp. 4th gear, let's go. I see an actual ramp. I'm fucking going for it, 5th gear.
I feel like I need a rope dinghy.
It's fine, we're going. Yeah! We're going, lads. Look, see this bridge.
Mate, I'm not even in the truck.
They left without me. They do this every year.
What? Where are you?
Up here.
It's like you're jumping up the hill. Well, you should have fucking hurried up. Have you not... What did you? Come on, John. We believe.
I'm dead.
Oh, right. In we go. We're ready to drive, lads. Come on. Stop messing about. Get off the winch. Get off the winch.
Left a bit, other way.
Now we need the winch. Preferably not there.
Making sure we don't lose the apple.
Ah.
But
We have a problem.
we have a problem.
Yes, we do. You can't get to the winch remote.
Back
Oh, why is it wiggling?
Oh, this.
Oh, it's
Okay.
it's
the right way
level.
up. You'll be able to get the winch. Go the back first.
I love seeing this from this area. Fine.
Am I doing right?
Not going anywhere.
A few moments later.
Are you whinging? Oh, there you go.
He's doing well, lads. He's doing well.
We lost a few pieces.
Who's put the front one on?
Hold on. I'll
The
loose
front one was the first one that got pushed on. And it's not attached there. It fell down with me near my dead body.
Oh, you're dead.
Yes, it happened the entire time since I fell through the bridge.
Right. Click release.
No.
Yeah.
No. Oh.
Click release.
No.
I think it worked.
That's not going to be warm anymore.
I've never seen an RV stripped naked so quick in my life.
Oh, yeah, let the front forward. Back. Yeah. Get back. Go on. Keep going.
But that's not going to give you any extra length, Chris. Because it's not going closer towards
If
you.
you pull hard enough, you never know.
Bring the winch over this way. See if you can winch it to like one of these logs here or something.
Very tangled round one.
Go on.
It's not gonna.
Right. We're going to wing it here. I'm going to release the back.
That's a bad
And you're going to
idea.
winch the front.
That's a bad idea.
Well, how else are you going to get... Because
Winch the front a bit, loose the back a bit. Winch the front a bit, loose the back a bit.
Alright, have you heard this, John?
Trust in John to do this.
Right, I'm going to be counterbalance. Or I'll drive. Okay, I'm driving. I'm driving, we're fine. See, look, we're free. Ah!
Let it go, let it go.
Right, it's fine, lads. Do you know what we can use now?
I think
We can use this Flippertron. Bless. Flip. The Flippertron works. The brakes aren't on. Someone
Hang on. Could you hold it?
Hold on, I'll try and
in.
use the thing.
Brakes. Right. Right, it's all good. I have a hammer and we have 0 scrap metal, so I'm putting the hammer back down.
Here, come over this way, follow me, and we can go collect some from these houses over here.
Have any burgers?
I am very, very sneaky, sir.
I've just found some scrap metal there.
Sound. I like the sound of that.
Oh, loads of scrap metal.
Sound.
So, where's the van?
He left us.
Every year!
Bring that.
Yes.
Where are you?
Looking at you.
Where's our rubber dinghies?
Oh, I can
Probably
see
still
it.
on
He's
top of the
made it
RV.
across. Thing that I can see in the bridge that goes really, really far, and I think it's going to be a danger zone.
It is the next bridge. Yes, I can see. I don't think we're getting across this bridge. Right, you're going to do some repairing. Go on. Go on. There we go. For reference, I can't see the ground. There it is. Let's go. Where's Jonah?
Getting the motor oil that I threw off the cliff.
Oh. Chris. No, Chris, no!
Let it out. Pull it in.
Right, reset the winch. I don't need it now.
That's not as comedic.
Okay.
Oh shit. Reset the winch. Reset the winch. I can't get out. Motherfucker!
He's still alive. It's fine. What? Is there a blizzard now? Is this winch still attached?
I'm still alive. Holy shit.
Right. So if I got, why is this winch attached here? And apparently the blizzards blow you all over the place. Is that what you're on about?
Yep. Winch wouldn't be attached there if you didn't knock me off the fucking cliff.
It's fine. I'm going.
I've got the oil on behind.
Meet you on the other side. Oh, you're not getting over that.
What you mean?
I can see the end of the bridge.
I'm trying to like.
I've just died.
Right. I don't think the winch is locked in. Right. I'm gonna have to get home for us, lads. Fine. I'm going. What?
I fell off the bridge and died.
It's fine. I need to get us home. I need to tell our other halves that you abandoned me and I had to get home by my... Oh.
Well. Yeah.
Can you see the dilemma?
Maybe.
Ah.
Right, I've reset the winch.
Now I'm dead.
If I... Uh-oh, blizzard. If I come down, we're going to have to walk all the way back up.
No, not all the way down.
Just drive it off, it'll be fine.
Right, no.
Just drive.
It's fine.
Up to the bank. Oh shit.
Are you flying?
I've got hold of the winch.
And the blizzard's taking you miles away.
Right.
Up on that cliff where the trees are.
Right, John, where are you? Are you dead?
I'm over here.
That doesn't help.
See if I can move
Helpful
this
if someone had.
I'm taking down the fucking bridge like the fucking 80s on fucking Star Wars. Right, it's okay. I'll attach it there.
Oh shit.
God, the whole vehicle is bloody blown up.
Well,
I think we did well.
I think we did well. Let's have a smoke to think about this for a minute.